Mega superstar Taylor Swift, the most popular musical artist on the planet right now, just endorsed Kamala Harris in a very sneaky way, and Trump will be absolutely livid. I'm going to show what has to be the most clever endorsement in the history of American politics. But first, let's do a quick review of Swift's political history. By the time the 2020 campaign had rolled around, Taylor Swift was an absolute superstar. Everything she touched turned to gold, and she used her power as a pop star to stand up to men who tried to bully her. In 2017, Swift successfully countersued a Denver-based DJ, David Muller, who groped her at a concert during her Red Tour in 2013. Swift would have none of it. She immediately had him tossed out, had him banned for life from her performances, and complained to his employer. Then, like a typical bully who refuses to take responsibility for his actions, Mueller sued Swift for defamation. She countersued and won. And here's the telling part. She sued Mueller for $1, proving it wasn't about the money. It was about standing up to men trying to take advantage. In 2019, Swift got into a dispute with the talent manager Scooter Braun after he successfully purchased Big Machine Records, including the masters of her albums that the label had released. Once again, Swift outsmarted a man trying to use his power to take advantage. She began re-recording all the songs on the label and then releasing them, which fans soon happily purchased. With this kind of history of standing up to bullies, Swift was ready in 2020 to take a swipe at the nation's biggest bully. During the 2020 campaign, Swift made the decision to endorse the Biden-Harris ticket. She had stayed quiet in the 2016 race and decided she couldn't do the same thing again, not after the chaotic and violent Trump presidency. Already by 2018, she realized that she could no longer remain mute about politics, so she took to social media and said, "In the past, I've been reluctant to publicly voice my political opinions, but due to several events in my life and in the world in the past 2 years, I feel very differently about that now. I always have and always will cast my vote based on which candidate will protect and fight for the human rights I believe we all deserve in this country." And so in 2020, after some careful deliberation, Swift made the decision to publicly endorse Biden. She stated, "The change we need most is to elect a president who recognizes that people of color deserve to feel safe and represented, that women deserve the right to choose what happens to their bodies, and that the LGBTQIA+ community deserves to be acknowledged and included." So it's no surprise that Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris, but the way she made her endorsement is as creative and inventive as her music. Swift posted this on her Instagram. Now, at first, I didn't get it, but my daughters, who are proud Swifties, showed me the code that Taylor used for her fans. Look closely at the text. It says, "I endorse Kamala." Clever. But then, just to reinforce this coded message, Taylor had this image of Kamala Harris photoshopped in. You have to look close because Kamala's image is made to look like Taylor's shadow. In other words, it's foreshadowing an upcoming endorsement. Trump is going to go absolutely crazy. He has already begged Swift to endorse him this time around, showing once again how completely and utterly out of touch with reality he is. He posted, "I signed and was responsible for the Music Modernization Act for Taylor Swift and all other musical artists. Joe Biden didn't do anything for Taylor and never will. There's no way she could endorse Crooked Joe Biden, the worst and most corrupt president in the history of our country, and be disloyal to the man who made her so much money." So not only clueless, but absolutely on point for Trump. Completely transactional. Trump is such a dope that he once said about Swift, She is liberal, or is that just an act? She's legitimately liberal. It's not an act. It surprises me that a country star can be successful being liberal. And what never surprises us, Donny boy, is that you can be so consumed with your self centeredness and so transactional to your core that it makes you as dumb as a brick. Well, I guess that's just karma. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.